For over 2 years, I've been working on a game, and in this video, I'll walk you through the timeline of everything that's happened over the years, and I must say, it's a lot. In the summer of 2024, I was making games on the website Scratch, till I thought to myself that I could make so much more, so I decided to download a better game engine. I began to make my first ever project, which was an extremely janky moving mechanic. How could anyone get moving around wrong? Anyways, by then I thought I had made the next Fortnite, so I decided to slap on a name and work towards the first playable version. Logically was what I called the game, and now, I must admit, it's a pretty good name, but with something like that, you think you're playing some sort of beautiful looking retro-styled puzzle game or something. But no, it was an Undertale-inspired RPG where you were a demon who could turn red and blue for whatever reason. Okay, not my finest work, but at least I had changed the name to something just as peculiar as the game. Overledge. And then, after changing the name, I'd finished the demo, and instead of wasting your time with an explanation, I'll just put up a gameplay video on screen. Need I say more? It was garbage. The art was garbage, the gameplay was garbage, and the music was... hey, the music was actually pretty good. Anyways, after that hot mess, I decided to finally make something that isn't an eyesore. I got an artist to make the sprites for me, and that was definitely a step up from whatever I was doing. Nearing the final name changes, it went from Oversoul to, well... and so, Oversouls was born. There's a lot of history with this name, so buckle in. The first iteration of Oversouls went somewhat like this. You were a normal demon collecting souls to give to Satan or something, then you crash land onto a planet for an unexplained reason, so you transform for another unexplained reason into a demon that could turn red and blue for an unexplained reason. I think you get the gist, no? After working on that for a bit, I got tired and decided to take a 1-week break, which turned into 2 months, which turned into a year. After that short break, in the summer of 2025, I decided to begin a new version of Oversouls, made using all the experience I've gathered over the past year. It was going to be the Oversouls to end all other Oversoulses. It began with me making the new sprite of the main character, making some simple assets for levels, and adding the main mechanic. The mechanic where you turn red and blue for a semi-explained reason. This one went somewhat like this. A big soul collected small souls in space to turn into medium souls that get extra small souls for the big soul, then crashed into a giant pillar in space, so reality glitched and made every one of those medium souls turn into slaves. Understand it? Me neither. And why was there so many souls? Never mind that. This Oversouls was the first one to be developed to have more than 5 minutes of gameplay, so eventually I paid a dreadful $100 and made my game's Steam page. I made a few short-form videos to advertise it, but I was never really that focused on advertising, and admittedly the Steam page's art sucked. Really bad. I made everything low quality, and the trailer looked like it was made by a toddler playing around with special effects, but still, despite all that, I released the playtest. After all of that work, I decided I was tired, so I took a 1-week break, which turned to 2 months, which turned to the cancelling of that version of Oversouls entirely. The next iteration was a futuristic cyberpunk type game inspired by Wolfenstein, where a group of people called the Resistance, which is admittedly a pretty cliche name, fight against an empire that's taking control of the world, named the Helix. This time you could turn red and blue for a fully explained reason. Surprising, right? I thought I'd never see the day. Anyways, since the Resistance is small, they hurt the Helix by hacking into the digital world run by them, and the person you play as, Charles, is the perfect fit for this mission, despite being an average dude. Why, you may ask? It's because he has DID, Dissociative Identity Disorder, and the reason he was perfect because of that was because whenever you'd enter the digital world, you'd become a digital avatar based on your personality, and since Charles had DID, he could become multiple things at once, allowing him to fully explore the world. Looking back on it, this idea was one of my best ideas by far. It's a shame I could never make it, but that's just because I'm a solo developer and the idea is a bit too ambitious. Oh, and after that cancellation, Oversouls turned into a cowboy game. It barely has any lore, so I'll just play a video of the opening cutscene and character creator, which I really liked. Pretty cool, right? Anyways, that one was the final iteration before what we have now, and after a lot of trial and error with the name Oversouls, I decided I should just let go of it. Yes, that's right. I changed the game's name one last time for the final iteration. Now it's called Soul Snatcher, an RPG where you're never truly one person. And I can't say much about it yet, as there's not much done, but if you want to stay updated, join the Discord server. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again in the next one.